Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. I'm your host, Jackie Jing, and this is my co-host, Max Scoville, who loves his mom very, very much.
Yeah, moms can be overbearing sometimes. Mine's okay, but at least she hasn't tried to kill me intentionally, and you know she's not a demon, technically. The same can't be said for the mom in The Curse of La Llorona.
Please welcome the stars of The Curse of La Llorona, Linda Cardellini, Raymond Cruz, and Patricia Velquez, as well as the film's director, Michael Chavez. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. Okay, so we've been geeking out about this movie a lot. New details are just emerging. What can you tell us about it so far? We'll start with the director.
Well, it's a, based on a legend that's been around for hundreds of years, and it's about this woman who drowns her kids in this fit of jealous rage. And basically, she's cursed to walk the earth looking for other kids to replace them. And it's been around for hundreds of years. If you grew up Hispanic, you're more than likely you heard it from your abuela, who told it to you as like a warning, like as, you better be good or La Llorona's gonna come and get you. And so yeah, she's kind of like a boogeyman.
If you Google her, you'll find like cell phone footage of people in woods being like, she's there, I saw her. Yeah. Did you guys grow up with this?
Oh yeah, it's very real.
Yeah.
Tell us more about
it. I mean we're both Hispanic, so it's something you grow up with. Your parents tell you when they want you to behave, your grandmother tells you, and we've all heard La Llorona. And I think what we were saying before is that it doesn't matter, you might be 60, 70 years old, and it's not something we stop believing. I mean, La Llorona is a part of our culture. We believe in it, and even as adults, we behave because she can come up.
I was in a restaurant yesterday, and there was a Mexican waiter, and he looks at me, he says, why are you here? And I said, for this movie, La Llorona, and he stopped.
Oh, yeah.
He just went, what? There's a movie? And I said, yes. And he goes, and he started telling me, oh my God, he goes, I gotta see this. Because, we grew up as little kids, and you hear it in your culture the whole time, and it's a very, very real and very scary monster that just basically trolls the earth for children to try to replace the ones that she lost.
Okay, so did anything eerie happen on set? Like anything? Oh, okay. Linda just pointed.
Not that he's here. He's not eerie. He's here.
No, I wear
real scary.
When we were shooting the film, I wear this bracelet, and it's to protect you against negativity. So we were shooting a scene, and as we were shooting the scene, I put my hand up when I was battling the monster, and the bracelet exploded off my hand. I wasn't touching anything, and we cut, and we found all the little beads, and 3 of them were cut perfectly in half. Now, we were on a wood floor in an old house. I was like, how could this happen? I took the beads outside on the concrete. I was throwing them, and they would not break. You could not break one.
Okay. That's the answer we were looking for, actually. Yeah. That's terrifying.
I just got a chill right now, retelling it.
When you told me about the waiter's reaction, that gave me the chill, that he just became dead silent.
He froze for a second and said, what?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Michael, why did you pick this? This is too scary. Like, why this topic?
It's, I mean, the script was awesome, and I think that, beyond that, it's just, like, I love stories about family. I think, and, this is the, it's the story of an evil mother, and, and it's also the story of, there's actually 3 mothers in it. You have La Llorona, you have Linda and Patricia, and it's the kind of collision of their characters and, the kind of mothers kind of fighting it out. And
now, can you talk a little bit about how it's sort of modernized, like contextualized, like how you bring the characters together with this?
Well, it's set in the 70s, so modernized from I guess it's like being hundreds of years old, so it is modernized in that sense. But we set in the 70s intentionally, so there is a little bit. You have that gap of technology. No one can just Google La Llorona and figure it out. And so you have that element of discovery as Linda's starting to figure out what's the truth behind this story, and I think that's part of the fun. Is kind of peeling back the layers. Also, the 70s is so cool. There's so much texture, and it has this just great tradition of great classic horror movies. So we really dug that.
Okay, Linda, I want to get you in the mix here. Yeah. So Scooby-Doo to this. I mean, talk
Still
about extremes here.
Still fighting monsters.
So why did you decide to sign on to this project?
I had never done anything like this.
Yeah.
And I've had some really, really wonderful roles, and a lot of times I've been playing the wife, And the husband was dead in this. My husband is dead in this. So I thought, well, that's great. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
More for me. No, no. I think that it was a really fun role, and for me to be able to play the story from beginning to end, and to be sort of this. She's forced to be a heroine in a way that she doesn't really want to be. I play a social worker in the 70s who's trying to help Patricia's character with her kids, and I think something bad is happening, and I take them away, and then sort of La Llorona ends up sort of cursing all of us. And in the movie, I play somebody who doesn't know much about the legend or the folklore, and in real life, I didn't know much about it either. So it's sort of her coming to know what this is and trying to figure out if this thing is real or not. And then when things start happening to her own family, just being thrust into trying to save her kids.
You guys talking about it gives me chills.
I love this. You came by and you told us ghost stories. This is
awesome. Yeah.
The Curse of La Llorona will be in theaters in 2019. Speaking of children, you know what isn't for children, especially at Comic-Con? Toys. They're all very gruesome and grisly and expensive. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to take a look at some of the collectibles that Hasbro just unveiled, each sold separately. Batteries not included. We'll be right back after these messages.